Okay, for conventional lathe machine, we are using the Harrison 300, and this is the machine parts. We have the tailstock, we have the headstock, emergency button, and also the carriage. And this is the parts in the carriage. We have the Z-axis wheels, we have the knobs, and this is for the tailstock, the parts on the tailstocks, and this is on the tool post. We clamp the tool on the tool post to cut. Switch on the machine, we have to close the cover of the 3-jaw chuck, and then we feed lubricant oil for the axis rail, and then we can turn on the spindle. And this knob here is to feed the Z-axis in auto mode, and this is to switch off. And next is this handle is to move the carriage along the Z-axis. Clockwise will bring back the stage, and this handle is for the fine movement of the Z-axis. Another handle here is for the X-axis. And when we do the cutting tools cutter set, we can move this axis, and then we can turn the dial, the vernier scale on the handle, set it to 0, and when we move it, wherever we move it, when we turn back to 0, the tool should be on the original position. And when we are going to cut material with angle, then we can turn this tool post to the angle that we want, and then we can lock it. Then we can perform machining to create angle shapes. Okay, by moving the fine movement on this handle, then we can move the cutting tools smoothly and in a fine movement. And this handle also we can reset 0 position. So this is how we do the machining. This is an example of turning using the rough cutting tools. And now the video shows a sample of machining we do on the facing process. The tool is moved forward in X-axis direction. So this is rough cutting. We can see that the chips produced is very big. And during machining, we have to take care about safety, because the chips can fly to your eyes. Make sure you wear goggles during the machining process. So the machining is over. We can pull back the cutting tool. This is another video showing an example of turning process, whereby we can reduce the diameter of the workpiece. So we do the cutter set first, and then we can reset 0. On the X-axis, and we add some amount depth of cut on the X-axis, and then we can move the Z-axis using the fine movement stage. So this is an example of rough cutting. Actually the depth is 0.5 mm. Then we can produce chips with these shapes. So make sure you won't hit the cutting tool to the 3-jaw chuck. Move it slowly, and after finish or it get near to the jaw, then we pull back the cutting tool. Okay, the next video is going to show how the cutting, the fine cutting using a small amount of depth of cut. You can see that the chip produced is very thin and long, and this movement is controlled by the lever on the carriage, and this is the cutting in x-axis direction. So this video also show the lever of the auto feed, and actually auto feed we can use it on x-axis and z-axis, and you have to select it using another knobs on the carriage.